Hi everyone. Today is day 6 of my 30-day manifesting challenge. And I'm not so surprised by the fact that some of the newness and excitement of this challenge is wearing off. And many times, in different places, this would be about the time that I get bored, give up, find something new. But that is not what's happening. I think this feels like a mission and a transformation process. I don't expect it to be rainbows and fireworks and butterflies every day. And so I thought today would be a good opportunity for me to talk about a little bit of my history, as well as some of the tools that I started off with. And my history contains a significant amount of loss, sadness, neglect, poverty. And I was very familiar with that sense of dread. At the same time, there was this hopefulness. Didn't know quite what it was. I think today, as an adult, as someone who's worked on understanding myself and how I think things work in my life, that was a faith. I didn't know it, but I think that's what it was. There was something inside that said, it's gonna be okay. It's all gonna be okay. And fast forward to about 10 years ago, 2015, 11 years ago, I met someone. I met a man online, and he was the most charming, sweet, funny, sexy, humble, self-deprecating person I'd ever known. I'd never known anyone like him. And icing on the cake, he was unavailable emotionally. Not married, just unavailable. And that combination of qualities was so irresistible to me. I became obsessed with this one person. And in dealing with that pain and that struggle, I came across a term that I'd never heard before, twin flames. Now, my understanding, my experience with twin flames is that there's someone who comes into your life, they really stir you up. They really essentially hurt you. You'll never really have that person, even though you feel so connected, deeply connected to that person. And I believe that's what that experience was, because it sent me so deep into spiritual life. I had already been living by spiritual principles, but this really sent me on a deep dive for relief from this tremendous pain. And all these years later, I see the importance and the usefulness of that experience. It was crucial, as a matter of fact. And during that time, I dove very deep into my meditation practice. And I wanted to share with you at least one, possibly two meditations that I discovered. One being a very long journey, about 45 minutes. It worked because I was in need of deep letting go. And the topic of that meditation was unconditional love. And it's a beautiful, immersive, has that perfect combination of things that I typically like, or definitely back then. An accent, music. There was one other thing, I guess percussion in the background. And it's so funny, today my requirements are so different. A candle is great, music is great, frequencies, and I don't need as much time. Probably because I'm generally in a much more elevated frequency most of the time. And so those two topics tie together for me in my story because the combination of sadness and boredom could take me totally off mission, and it has many times. I'm not bored, I'm not sad. I'm just very aware of this pattern. And I don't know where you might be on your journey. And part of what I'd like to do here is share lots of resources with you. I hope that you can relate or that you found this useful. And I will link two meditations, the one on unconditional love, and then another one much shorter but really powerful on soul awareness. And it's another sort of letting go, really powerful letting go. Really important tool on this journey. Letting go of old ideas, letting go of who you think you were or are or might be. So, my name is Dawn. Thanks for coming along today. I'll be back tomorrow. I hope that you will. I'm going to also link the 30-day manifesting challenge meditation here. If you want to join, do it at your own pace. Let me know what you think. Let me know where you're at. Let me know if there are any other resources. I have an extensive meditation library, all free on YouTube, things that I've accumulated over the years. Thanks again. I'll see you tomorrow.